It isn't real. Pussies unite. I know all of it, like if we'd grown up in a culture where we were taught fat thighs were beautiful. We'd all be pounding down milkshakes and donuts, lying on our backs, spending our days thigh expanding, but we didn't grow up in that culture. I hated my thighs, and I hated my vagina. I thought it was incredibly ugly. I was one of those women who had looked at it, and from that moment on, I wish I had it. It made me sick. I pitied anyone who had to go down there. So in order to survive, I began to pretend there was something else between my legs. I imagined furniture, cozy futons with light cotton comforters, little velvet settees, leopard rugs, or pretty things, silk handkerchiefs, quilted pot holders, playthings. I got so accustomed to this, I lost all memory of having a vagina. Whenever a man was inside me, I pictured him inside a mink-lined muffler. Or a Chinese bowl. Fried rice. Then I met Kevin. Kevin was the most ordinary man I ever met. He was thin and tall and nondescript and wore khaki tan clothes. Kevin did not like spicy foods or listen to Prodigy. He had no interest in sexy lingerie. In the summer, he spent time in the shade. He did not share his inner feelings. He did not have any problems or issues, and was not even an alcoholic. He wasn't funny or articulate or mysterious. He wasn't mean or unavailable. He wasn't self-involved or charismatic. He didn't drive fast. I particularly didn't like Kevin. I would have missed him altogether if he hadn't picked up my change that I had dropped on the deli floor. When he handed me my quarters and my pennies, and his hand accidentally touched mine, something happened. I went to bed with him. That's when the miracle occurred. Turned out, Kevin loved vaginas. He was a connoisseur. He loved the way they felt, the way they tasted, the way they smelled, but most importantly, he loved the way they looked. He had to look at them. The first time we had sex, he told me he had to see me. I'm right here. I said, no, you. I have to see you. Turn on the light, I said, thinking he was a weirdo or something and freaking out in the dark. He turned on the light, then he said, okay, I'm ready to see you. Right here, I said, I'm right here. Then he began to undress me. What are you doing, Kevin? I said. I need to see you, he replied. No need, I said, just do it. I need to see what you look like, he said. But you've seen a red leather couch before, haven't you? I said. Kevin continued. He would not stop. I wanted to throw up and die. This is awfully intimate. I said, can't you just do it and get it over with? No, he said, it's who you are. I need to look. I held my breath. He looked and looked. He gasped and smiled and stared and groaned. He got breathy and his face changed. He didn't look ordinary anymore. He looked like a rabid beast. You're so beautiful, he said. You're elegant and deep and innocent and wild. You saw that there? I said, it was like he read my palm. I saw that, he said, and much, much more. He stayed looking for almost an hour, as if he were studying a map. Observing the moon, staring into my eyes. But it was my vagina. In the light, I watched him looking at me, and he was so genuinely excited, so peaceful and euphoric. I began to get wet and turned on. I began to see myself the way he saw me. I began to feel beautiful and delicious, like a great painting, a waterfall. Kevin wasn't afraid. He wasn't grossed out. I began to swell. I began to feel proud. I began to love my vagina. And Kevin lost himself there. And I was there right with him. In my vagina. And we were gone. On a trip to ecstasy. That's how I became to love my vagina.
Period.